Haftanın özel röportajının konuğu Galatasaray Daikin'in başarılı çalıştırıcısı Massimo Barbollini'ydi. Massimo ile beraber İtalyan restoranına gidip İtalyan aşçı ile beraber pizza yaptık. Şimdi ekranlarınıza bu renkli görüntüler ve Massimo Barbollini geliyor. Sonset'te haftanın özel röportajında konuğumuz Galatasaray Daikin'in İtalyan çalıştırıcısı Massimo Barbollini. Massimo Barbollini'yi İtalyan restoranına getirdik. Az sonra bizler için pizza yapmayı deneyecek. Hep beraber göreceğiz bakalım ne kadar marifetli. Ama önce masamıza oturduk ve sohbetimize başlıyoruz diyoruz. Welcome Massimo. We took you from the practice and thank you for having time for us. After in a while we'll go and cook our pizza, but first I would like to ask you some questions about your coach experience. You started to coach because you have the injury when you are 20 years old. You have to quit playing volleyball, and after you practice with the men team, and then you choose to go for the women volleyball. Why did you choose coach women instead of men?
For me, it's been a very lucky situation to start with Matera, because Matera at which time was one of the greatest team in Italy and in Europe too. And it's been a good chance for me because I had the chance to start to work at a high level. I have learned probably like to work, but like assistant coach. Because when I work in Modena men teams was one of the strongest team in the Europe, not only in Italy, but I was assistant coach. And now in Matera with the women team, I have had the chance to work with a good team, stronger players, and to start in the best way my adventure with women volleyball.
After coaching the club teams, you decided to be the national team coach, and you worked as the national team coach for 6 years. So how did you decide to leave the clubs and become the national team coach only?
Okay, for one Italian coach to have the chance to work with our national team, I think is a maximum situation that you can dream. And so after 10 years in Perugia, for me, probably if the national team don't call me, I continue to work in Perugia because I like to work in this city. I like the president, I like the fan, I like the players. But for me to work, to have the chance to work with the national team was too so big. It start a new generation, a new group. And so I decided immediately to go with the national team.
So after 6 years working as an Italian national team coach, you decided to leave Italy and come to Turkey and become the coach of Galatasaray. How did you decide? First of all, leave Italy, outside Italy, to coach another country's team?
Yes, first of all, I decided that it was time for me to have experience with the club. For me, it would be not a problem to work, for example, with Galatasaray and with the Italian national team. But I knew that for the president of the Federation of Italy, this was a problem. And so I knew that if I decide to say okay to Galatasaray, probably my experience with the national team will stop. But for me, it was too important to work in one club, and the offer of Galatasaray was for me very, very important because I have the chance to work with a great club in probably the great championship that now is in Europe and probably in the world. So to restart to work in club in Galatasaray in the Turkish championship for me was a very, very big chance, a very big pleasure for me.
So if you want, I am hungry and I think you are hungry too.
Me too.
We'll go to the pizza oven and you will make pizza for us.
Okay, I will try.
Let's
It's
go.
new experience.
We are preparing the pizza napolitana, the typical pizza from Naples. Massimo is here also.
I will try to help. I will try to help.
You cook usually at home.
Yes, at home is, but easy things.
Is he doing right?
No, he's not doing right,
No.
but he can try. Just 1 minute, because this oven is coming from Naples and it's very special oven. He has a stone volcanic and his take temperature very good. There is 450 degrees now inside of oven, so it will cook pizza very fast and good. It's typical of Napolitan pizza we are.
Okay. It smells really good, Massimo. Okay, so we can go and eat. Okay, now in the Turkish league we have 3 Italian coaches, and when they they coach for one of the 3 best team in the Turkish league, and you know them before from
Yes.
Italy, and you worked with Lorenzo Micheli also, and you coached Giovanni Guidetti when he was like a little boy, and now when you play against them, is it harder or easier to make the tactics and play against those 2 Italian coaches?
But it's harder and easier both for us and for me too, because we know each other and probably we know which are the best, the principal things that we are talking about with the players. And so sometimes advantage, sometimes at advantage, but it's the same for both. And so I think that is not a big problem, absolutely. It's a pleasure. It's a pleasure to play against this coach. And it's a pleasure because it means that if the clubs, the Turkish club has choice some Italian coaches, I think that it's because we have had the lucky of work for 10 years ago in Italian Championship, and in this moment we are growing with the best players in the world, like now is happening, like it's happening for the Turkish Championship. So I think that this could be a good advantage for the Turkish coach, because working with the best players is the best work for growing up.
As a Galatasaray coach so far, how is the team and how did the players get used to your plan, your coaching, and also how do you get used to the Turkish players?
But I think our team is a good team. I think that is a new team overall. This is the problem, because even if one good team, when it's completely new, needs a time to work. I think that we have had these first 3 months step very fast, because I think I'm really happy. Like the girls are playing, like the girls are working, like the girls are improving in some situation.
You have powerful attackers, and we see that in the Champions League and the league, you sometimes have problem with receiving. When you are planning the team, like when you are making the team and transferring the players, did you think that receiving will be this much bigger problem for Galatasaray Daikin?
It's a good question. It's a very good question. But I think that in 1 year you can change absolutely, completely one team. And so for this year we have tried to improve the situation, okay, the fundamental of the attack. Now, little by little, I think that working, because it's the work of the coach, to try to improve the worst situation, we are getting better. And with the arrival of Sano, I think that now we are a good team, even in this situation for the Champions League. Okay, for the Championship, there will be one problem, but like I said, it's not so easy for one club to change and to arrive to the perfection from the first year. And so this is the first pass, I think, so to arrive to be one of the best team in Turkey. And I think that now we have to try to have more effects from the best thing that you have, that is attack. And in the second line, sometimes we have to pay attention, to save the ball, and after to play with the attack.
You work with the Italian players all your life, and now in Galatasaray you have 2 the most popular and most successful Italian players, Gioli and Lobianco. When you compare the Italian volleyball players to the Turkish ones, what would you like to say?
Oh yes, you are talking about 2 of the strongest players in the world, not only because they are Italian. Okay, this is very important. And respect the Turkish player, I don't see a lot of difference. Respect the goodwill of to learn to play volleyball and to try to do the best. This is very important. The big enthusiasm that the Turkish player has, like the Italian players too. A good technique, absolutely, is normal. In every situation, a coach has to work from the individual technical. That I think that is very important. In this game, I think the secret is to work from the individual technical to improve the individual technical. The technical of every player must improve if you want to improve the level of the team from the tactical point of view.
You are staying and working for a team for a long time. Like you worked for the Perugia for 10 years and then 6 years with the Italian national team. Can we say that this is a typical characteristic of Massimo Barbollini as a coach?
It's true, and I hope that it can really happen with Galatasaray too. No, because I think that for me it's important to find one place, one club or one national where I can work. Okay, and in Perugia, for example, I worked for 10 years, and not all full of success for all the years, but we knew when we can play for winning and when we can play for made a medium championship. And I think that for one coach, when find one place that can work like he wants, it's absolutely not easy. And when you can find, it's better if you stay.
You are far from your town and your family, your daughters, and how do you deal with this separation between Italy and Turkey?
Yes, for me it's not so easy because for 16 years I just work at home. Because when I work in Perugia, I was at home. When I work with the national team, I was at home. Okay, only the summer I go, but for me it's not a problem to go in Rome with the federation. And so for me it's not easy. It's not easy for me, but overall it's not easy for my wife.
20 years old daughter, she plays volleyball. So do you go and watch her when she's playing, when you have time? And do you criticize and give tips and hints that what she would do to become one of the most popular Italian volleyball players?
I go, but I try to don't give a lot of tips now. Absolutely, she plays. I'm really happy because she's enjoyed. She's not bad, absolutely, because she has had some experience with junior national team, not so big, but she has that experience. But I don't want to because it's not easy for her, because he is the son, there is the daughter of Massimo Barbollini, always, and so it's not so easy.
Usually when I watch you coaching Italian national team and now in Galatasaray Daikin, we see that you are a calm coach most of the time. Like what makes Massimo Barbollini really angry on the court?
No, sometimes in the last period, Massimo Barbollini sometimes get angry. My friend Giovanni said to me, no, now you're angry too, you explain. No, but because I think that the situation in the court sometimes is difficult. And for the players, it's better to see that the coach, is not so exciting by the match. Okay, they know that I'm excited in me, but I think that it's important for me and for the players too to try to stay my mind concentrate in the match. And so sometimes I don't make see what I feel inside me. It's better, maybe it's better, but I feel about the match.
Thank you so much, Massimo Barbollini, for your time. In the future, we will make more interviews, hopefully, because we are going to be in Turkey for a long time. And I wish you luck in the new year in 2030.
Thank you very much for being a very big good pleasure, and I hope next time to make some other, not pizza, but some other thing.
Okay,
Yeah, pasta.
Okay, thank you so much.
Görüşürüz.